Okay, this is by far the biggest early review I've ever done on this channel, and I cannot wait to get started. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel Kingsdown Roots. My name is Matt Ridout, R-I-D-O-U-T, and today we're going to be reviewing the brand new Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1. I'm sure one of the questions that most people will be asking straight away with these shoes are they even genuine? Well, let's be honest here, there's only really two ways you can get a pair this early, either through friends and family or you get a backdoor. And unfortunately, I'm not friends with Travis Scott. All joking aside, obviously I've just paid a lot of money for these to get them early, so I really hope they're worth it. So let's not waste any more time, let's just get these sneakers in hand and start talking about them. So without further ado, this is the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1 High right here, which is just incredible. Like, obviously we're going to talk about the shoe in detail and go into all the specifics, but straight away, like, wow, this is just something else. So what's this shoe all about then? Well, ultimately this is a collaboration between three different brands. We have Jordan, we have Travis Scott, and we have Fragment. For those of you who don't know who Fragment are, they are a Japanese brand and they have worked with Nike before on a couple of collabs. And they also produced possibly one of the best Jordan 1 colorways ever produced, which is in a kind of blue and white black color, which looks incredible. Now this sneaker comes with black laces as standard. Obviously I haven't actually laced these up yet, but I will do in a moment. It's also worth noting that you get 3 extra pairs of laces too. You get the blue, pink and white, I think representing Fragment, Travis Scott and Nike. Now I will put all 3 of these laces on with this sneaker too, because I actually am really curious to see what they look like. Also keen to get your thoughts as well about what you think actually works best with the sneaker. I'm not entirely sure what's going to work. I think maybe the white or blue or black is going to work best. I can't really see this working with the pink, but let's give it a go. I'm very well aware that these are laced extremely poorly, but this is just to show what they look like with the different colors. Entirely sure the pink laces work with this colorway, but that might just be my personal taste. I absolutely love the blue laces, however. I think this might be the best color to use with this shoe, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, for the rest of the review, I'll swap back to the black laces just for some consistency for the rest of the review. Can I just take 10 seconds out of this video just to ask, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It does mean the world to me and it will help my channel grow. Thank you. In terms of laces then, the blues are by far my favorite. I do like the blacks. I think the ones that come standard look really good as well. The whites look really clean and fresh for summer vibes, but the pinks, I'm not kind of sure on those, but that's just my personal taste. So let's start talking about the sneaker in the detail, starting with the outer sole, which you can see here is just your standard Jordan 1 outer sole in that Fragment blue color. In terms of the midsole, it's not in white, it's actually in a sail color, and the stitching around the sides also matches that too. I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same color as the previous Travis Scott Jordan 1. One noticeable difference between this and the sample pair is that the code that was on the outside of the midsole has now been moved on the inside, so that's a change in the design. Now moving to the upper is where the main show arrives. You've got obviously the very recognizable backward swoosh straight away. That's very recognizable of the Travis Scott design. And then when you look at the quality of the leather on this, it's such a high quality material. It's absolutely amazing. Like, it's all tumbled leather as well. There's no suede in this design at all, which is like the Travis Scott Jordan 1 we had before. From a color perspective, on the upper you have a blue toe box, and that's also featured on the ankle and on the heel. You then have this white, which is on the sides and front, and then obviously you have black swooshes on the outside and inside of the shoe. Now moving to the ankle, you have some nice pieces of detail too. You have the Air Jordan logo, which which is shiny. It's actually kind of embossed with something which is kind of like plastic, and it really stands out. On the heel of the sneakers, you actually have the Travis Scott logo on the left pair, and you have the Fragment logo on the right. So that's a nice alternate kind of piece of detail on these sneakers as well. Now, what's really interesting is that the Travis Scott sicko mode face on the back of the shoe is actually smiling versus the Travis Scott Jordan 1, which is actually kind of frowning or looking unhappy. So really cool, unexpected piece of detail change there. Love that. When it comes to tongue, you also have a nice variation of detail. You have the Fragment logo on the left pair, and actually on the right pair is the Cactus Jack Travis Scott logo. Now, out of the two, I actually think I prefer the Cactus Jack logo. I think it introduces a new color to this sneaker. Obviously, you've got a little tiny pop of red on that tongue, which is different, and I actually prefer that out of the two. Now, we mustn't forget that the fact that this actually has a secret pouch around the ankle of the shoe, so it's kind of Velcro together, and inside you have this kind of little pink section, which you can see right there, and you can put things in it, various things, legal things, non-legal things. Now, I know some people don't like this sneaker for various reasons, and I guess one of those reasons is because of the hype that's going to surround this, and that's completely understandable. Look, I think when this releases, it's going to cost, what, £180 here in the UK for retail. On the resale market, we're going to be looking at prices around £900 to £1,000 at least, which is just insane, isn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking about these sneakers, and I'm gonna start putting them on my feet and giving you guys a couple of different looks and styles. I would love to hear what you think, so please drop me a comment down below. Okay, having just put these on my feet, wow, they look so nice from a styling perspective. They're gonna set every outfit off that you wear with these. Obviously, these are gonna be the center point of your outfit. From a sizing perspective, these fit true to size, so no need to go any higher or lower on your normal Jordan or Nike sizing. They'll fit just perfectly. And one thing that's quite nice is that you do get slightly more support around the ankle and the heel of the shoe. I think these are actually slightly higher than the previous Jordan 1 Travis Scott, so that's a nice, really unexpected piece of detail and comfort. So overall then, this is obviously a very expensive sneaker to buy early. Obviously it's the most expensive sneaker I've ever bought in my life, but you know what, it's also probably the best sneaker that I've ever bought in my life. So you pay for greatness, and that's what we've got here. It's absolutely unreal in hand, in person. I think this is going to be something which people will talk about for a long time in the sneaker world, and I really hope that we have enough pairs that everyone can cop as many as possible, because it really is that nice. And on that note, that's it for me today. I've been Matt Rideout. This has been Kingsdown Roots. If you've enjoyed my video, please drop me a comment and a like down below. It does mean the absolute world to me. You can also follow me on Instagram up here. I post lots of content on there too. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.